You stare at your screen, completely paralyzed by minor choices. It's not laziness, it's a heavy, overwhelming guilt that leads to severe procrastination. If your daily obligations feel impossible, you aren't broken. You simply don't understand how to manage your spoon theory energy, and your system is crashing. Most professionals try to fix this by relying on sheer discipline. You tell yourself to just push through the brain fog. But using brute force on a depleted nervous system is like revving an engine with no oil. It causes massive internal damage and guarantees a breakdown. The real issue is that every single micro decision you make, what to wear, what to eat, which email to answer first, secretly drains your cognitive reserves. By noon, your brain has literally spent its daily budget on trivial choices, leaving you with severe spoon theory decision fatigue. This chronic depletion creates a vicious psychological cycle. You delay the hard tasks because you physically cannot process them, which triggers massive anxiety. When we look at spoon theory mental health, we see that your brain is just pulling the emergency brake to conserve whatever tiny fraction of capacity remains. To break this cycle, we have to completely stop relying on willpower. Instead, we combine the biological limits of spoon theory with the rigid principles of essentialism. The ultimate goal is to build a simplified environment that naturally guards your reserves and requires absolutely zero daily willpower to navigate. Spoon theory teaches us that you start each day with a finite number of energy units, or spoons. Essentialism teaches us that almost everything is noise. When we combine them, we stop asking, "How can I do more?" and start asking, "What is the absolute minimum required today?" Let's look at the actionable steps to actually simplify life using this framework. Step 1 is ruthlessly automating the trivial. You must standardize your morning. Pick a reliable work uniform. Eat the exact same lunch. Stop wasting highly valuable cognitive units on meaningless, repetitive lifestyle choices. By locking in these mundane variables, you immediately reclaim 3 to 5 spoons before you even open your laptop. You are removing the friction of daily existence. You protect your baseline capacity by deciding once, rather than forcing your brain to make the same draining choices every single day. Step 2 is utilizing the essentialist filter for all incoming demands. If a new task, meeting, or request isn't a clear, resounding yes, it becomes an immediate and definitive no. You must aggressively protect your energy from other people's manufactured emergencies and urgent but unimportant requests. Step 3 is pre-allocating your most valuable remaining units. Identify the one singular deep work task that actually moves the needle in your career. Schedule it for the exact window in your day when your mental battery is fully charged, entirely ignoring all other secondary distractions during that block. Finally, step 4 is redesigning your visual workspace. Visual clutter demands subconscious attention, actively stealing your spoons while you work. Clear your desk of everything except the exact tools needed for the current task. A minimalist environment acts as a physical shield for your fragile mental battery. By mapping out these non-negotiable boundaries, you stop bleeding cognitive power on things that simply do not matter. The overwhelming guilt disappears because you finally understand the biological limits of your attention, and you actively build a structured daily life that inherently respects those limits. You transform from a scattered, overwhelmed passenger into a deliberate architect of your time. You will accomplish significantly more high-value work simply because you stopped allowing minor, irrelevant decisions to bankrupt your daily cognitive budget before the real, meaningful work even begins. Protecting your daily capacity is just the very first step in fully optimizing your professional life. To master the rest of your daily systems and permanently cure your adult overwhelm, click the playlist on your screen right now and continue exploring our visual whiteboard frameworks.